everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals, and I am going to start a new project that's something completely different than what I've done before, which I started doing this little format journal book, and it's got like all ideas and things that I've collected, and I decided that this would be a good project for everybody to do. So I put a kit on Etsy with just some basics, but I'm going to show you a lot of things that don't use my kit. So you can use my kit for the basic things and then just watch my videos and we'll pick up on some different things these are ideas from other people, and these aren't things that I've invented by myself by any means. But if you want to create a book, kind of a reference book for yourself, so when you're doing a journal and you get stuck and you're like, well, I want to put some neat stuff in here, but I can't think right offhand what to do. This will be your little book to look at for your ideas. So I think it'll be fun, and I'll just add some videos here and there over time as I learn things. And so I hope you think that sounds like fun. I think it does. So here we go. I'm going to start off with just showing you kind of the pages I have in the kit, and we'll go from there. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you what's in the kit on Etsy. First of all, there's 7 pages. They're just very basic. This would be, and I'm going to talk about 2 basic size of journal, which one is if you print out on 8.5 by 11 paper and you have a 1/4 inch throwaway or bleed, you cut it out, fold it in half, and that is your what I call a big journal or a regular journal. And then if you cut those in half and then fold those over, that is your mini journal. So this is sort of the size of a mini journal. And I decided to do one in a regular size journal because it'll be bigger and it'll hold more. So so what I'm going to do is I am going to start out with just some plain white cardstock. And I just picked 5 sheets, pick however many you want. And I'm not going to cut the bleed off because that'd be silly. So what I'm going to do is just fold all of these in half and bind it. And that's going to be my basic journal that I'm going to start with. So let me do that real quick. Fold it in half and everything, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I folded these in half. So I just need to put them. And my hands are so... I love junk journaling, but this time of the year... My other love is gardening and working around. I got a fish pond that I like to work on, and there's rocks. I love rocks. I think rocks are my love language. I don't know if that's one of the, was it 5 love languages or 7? I forget. But anyway, I think rocks should be one. I love rocks. I love to move the rocks. I dropped the rock on my finger and smashed it the other day. Anyway, my hands look pretty rough, so I apologize for that. And I try to clean them up before I get on here, but if any of you work in the yard, it's like, you know how that is. So I apologize for that. All right, so we got these folded in half. Let me show you what's in the kit. We have a large 1-page folio with 2 pockets, which I'll be putting together. These are pretty self-explanatory. These are just some different tag sizes, so you can cut them out. That way you can trace them on paper whenever you want and cut them out if you want to do it that way. These are this is stacked pockets for a mini journal, and these are little, I guess you could call them banners. And this is a flap and a pocket that I'll be putting together, and pages or pockets to go underneath it. So I'll show you how to do this 1-page folio. And you could print this. I kept my instructions kind of where they wouldn't show. I put this fold line on so if you fold it, it won't show. But you could take that file on your computer and put colored paper in your printer and print this out on different papers if you wanted to do that. This is a template for a stacked pocket for a large journal. And then these are just different pockets. You can make a pocket with a triangle or a rectangle and just glue it on, and I do most of the time. But sometimes you want to put something thick into your journal, and so you need to make these little tabs. And so that's what these are for. And so there's a flap and a pocket and a small flap and a pocket. just for those times when you need that extra thickness. And then there are 3 different envelope sizes. So that's what we'll do. We'll start out by just cutting those out and doing those on the next video. So we'll just get started. But for now, what I'm going to do, and if you're new and you have never bound anything, this is a great opportunity to practice because it's only a reference journal. Nobody's going to see it but you, maybe. So to bind, if you have never done it, get yourself a big needle. You can get these kits on Amazon for, I don't know, $8 or something. And you get waxed linen thread, and you get an awl, AWL, and needle. And so what you do is you measure off 2.5 times the height of the journal. And if you look on Amazon, it's just called a book binding set. And mine came with a couple other things too for that price. So thread your needle. Okay, now I get a piece of foam that I just took off of an Amazon package. Just any kind of foam or something. You can even fold up cardboard and use that. So you take your pages, line them up, and you can use clips to hold it in place. In an important journal, you probably would want to do that, but you want to clip it almost while these pages are almost closed, because if you fold it out and clip it, it changes how it hits it. So you want to fold it almost shut, clip it. Maybe I'll put another clip on this side. I don't worry about those things a lot. Some people get really precise. I don't do that. And so I'm gonna, take the little cover off the awl. I'm gonna eyeball where the middle is, poke it through, and work it in a little bit. Take my needle. You're just going to make a figure 8. That's all you do when you bind a signature this way. Leave yourself a little tail there to tie later. And then I'm going to take my awl and I'm going to do, you're going to do 3 holes and you're going to make a figure 8. That's it. So I just come down a little bit from the top, poke another hole while it's folded. Now I'm going to turn it over and poke my needle through the back side. Cut my fingernails and I can't pick anything up now. It's wanting to miss. There it is. Okay, so just poke it back up through there. Uh-oh. I pulled the tail fell out, or else I pulled it out. So let me start over. Okay, so go down here. Pull your needle out, go back up here. Okay. And then you want to grab this and hold it down, because that's probably the only thing that could go wrong is if you snag that with your needle. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to poke the needle up here towards the top of that same hole and pull it through. Now I need my 3rd hole punched, and you can punch all your holes at one time and then do it if you want to. I just like to do it as I go. It's less chance for it to move. So I just do it as I go. And so poke that needle back up through there. And you're done. So let me pull the tail out. There. Take your needle off. And you grab these and you pull them tight so there's no slack. And then you just tie it and pull it to the center as you tie your knot, double knot. And that's it. And you can either cut it off and you can make little charms, or if you leave long enough tails, you can tie it in a bow. You can also make it so it comes out on the back side of your journal if you would prefer to have it on the outside. And that's it. So we're ready to start. And I'm going to do that on the next video. So get your little journals done and we'll start on that on the next one. Thanks. Thanks for watching. Oh, please click like if you like this video. And also, please think about subscribing to my channel because it helps me out. And it's free. So, there you go. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.